crypto freaks, crypto maniacs, and all my crypto fam. Let's get a quick video update for Luma Protocol. This passive income beast has been going strong for like 2 months. And we're going to get right on into it, get you guys updated. Let me bring up let's bring up the Luma price chart. I think that will maybe shed some light for the people on what this thing's all about. So as you can see here, the Luma token, which is what we mine on the Luma Protocol platform. Now, they've got a partnership with NiveX exchange, which also recently launched just shortly before the Luma. But as you can see, this thing started back in late September. We're now just in the early days here of November. So well, what is that, about a month and a half, almost 2 months that this thing's been rocking and rolling. All right. So what I want to do though first is, well, of course, you can see the price chart as it is, right? It took off like a rocket ship. Now, right around here, this dip that you can see was Bitcoin dropping after it hit 20 something thousand. And then of course there was, as the market always does, pulls back, people take profits, and people sold off to get what they could. And this thing has been steadily on the rise back since, what is this, October 11th, and has been pushing back up nicely. Right now, we just crossed over the $1 mark, and this thing is slated to get to prices well beyond $1. Right, so maybe $2, $4, $5, $10, $20, shall I say, because it is on a tear, as you can see. Now, what I want to also get into next is the actual Luma platform itself. Okay, now this is where you can earn your Luma token, which you can then swap out. Let's go to the swap page, and you can see, I think we've got 62 Luma, which is roughly $60 or so. And what we're going to do, we'll do a live withdrawal so I can show you the process of how it works. Now, just a little bit of a backstory for Luma and their partnership with NiveX and also PopMax, right? So with PopMax, they ended up doing their own blockchain, which, of course, when the Luma project started off, they had, of course, launched PopChain, which, of course, if you want to plug into PopChain, I think that if you have a Rabby wallet or MetaMask wallet, for those of you guys who already understand how to get your, to effectively load the various blockchains that you need, sometimes a custom, because I think it doesn't automatically load with Rabby, not yet, but like with some of the different blockchains, you may have to manually install or put in the particular information to get that chain. But so real simple to do, real simple process. We'll talk about that later. But let me just show with where I am with it right now. We've earned about 800 something. And of course, the price, as I said, it went over $1 just recently, I think within the last day or so. And it has pulled back a little bit. The price currently now, as you saw, was about 93 cents. So, of course, the market has dropped again. Bitcoin's down at, I think, $100 and some thousand, maybe 102. And it even pulled back as low as $99,000. So that's where that dropped off on the chart that we just saw a second ago. But roughly about $1,000 that we've earned. I think it was around 950 when the price went up over $1, just a couple, or within the past day or so. I've already withdrawn what I had in here for the day. I think that was around 60, maybe for a couple of days. It was a total of around 60. Yeah, as you can see, like I said, 60 something Luma token, right, that I'd mined for the past maybe 2 or 3 days. Now, I did get a founder's node. It cost roughly $2,000, right? Now, with that, I'm able to, I believe, 4x my my total deposit at least for the cost of that founder's node. From what I understand, they will give me a return of 4x. So that should be, roughly $8,000 or so that we'll be earning back. And I guess, I don't know if I have an opportunity to renew the node, but effectively that is the ROI, the return that we get for that. Now, if you want to mine Luma, you come on over to this page, and then of course, you will need POP, and you enter in the amount of POP. I think it's a minimum of $100 worth of POP, which I think right now I only have maybe $2 or 2 POP, as you can see. Now, you do have to exchange Luma for POP, right? And again, this is done within the platform itself here on the Luma Protocol. Let's do that. I'll go ahead and put in the 62. So we'll just get right to that. And I'll also show the NiveX exchange, which is what I'm going to have to go to swap out my POP. As you can see, I'll be getting 63.9 POP for the Luma that I have there. So let's go ahead and hit the swap, confirm. And I think, yeah, my Rabby wallet has just popped up here off screen. So let's do that. We will confirm. And yeah, and again, this is happening on the POP chain, right? POP chain blockchain, right? So you do want to make sure that you've got all that set up and ready to go. But of course, the price of this token, again, if it shoots up where it is right now, I mean, this is a very early entry stage. I know a lot of people might feel that, hey, it's too late, right? But like with a lot of different tokens, right? If you'd gotten in when BNB was $2 or $3 or even $30, you'd be real happy to be mining BNB, right? So this has the potential to do something similar to that, where the price of this token might shoot up, who knows, into the hundreds of dollars while you're mining it, right? So of course you get in early at the introductory rate of whatever it might be, right? And again, it's a minimum of $100 to get yourself, basically like to be able to mine it. The hash power, as you can see, you're buying the hash power, which if I put in, let's say I put in a 1,000 POP, right? I think POP right now is around $1 or so. But as you can see here, this is what the amount of hash power that you would have. And it's not allowing me to buy it now because I don't have the full amount. Yeah, I guess it's at 66 POP. So I guess the price of POP has also come down a bit, but not a surprise. The entire market is down right now, obviously with Bitcoin dropping. But let's come back. Yeah, we did swap out. So I've got 66. Yeah, actually, I don't know we'll find out what the price of POP is. Let me come on over to the NiveX exchange. Let's share that. Now, as you can see, I've done a variety of different withdrawals. Come in to exchange my Luma. Let's go to the exchange so you can see how this looks. And again, all of these guys, as I said, are based. A lot of this, as it started off there in Chinese, but they have different languages. Of course, you can see here all the different languages that they've got, and you switch out to the language, obviously, the appropriate language that you are most comfortable in: Spanish, Chinese, Vietnamese, whatever. Now, the price of POP right now, let's come on down to POP. Yeah, POP is 90 cents. That's where we're at right now with POP. Yeah. All right. So you can see right here. Now, I do want to sell my POP, but I've got to send my POP over and deposit it. All right. So I'll show you the process right quick of how I would deposit my POP. So I'm going to come over to assets and deposit. And we're going to go to POP chain. Scroll down here. And then we are going to go, which network is on the POP. So POP on the POP network. Let me copy my address. Now I'm going to do this through my Rabby wallet here off screen. I'm pretty sure that you can, well, you won't be able to see this Rabby wallet pop up, but at any rate. Let's go ahead and send this off, get this done. All right, bear with me. I'm going to do the send off. Hang on one second here. We are sending oh yeah, let me put in the address. That's what I'm doing wrong here. Let's throw the address there. Confirm. And it's under custom networks. It's not showing up under the normal network. So I've got 66. So let's put that in. And I'm going to leave in just a bit. Let's do 67 because I want to have enough to make sure that I can, or 65. I want to make sure that I have enough so that I can make my, because you do just like with BNB, right? You have to have enough BNB for gas. All right, so let's send that off. And that should show up here on the NiveX exchange in just a moment. All right, so let's give that a second. All right, I'm going to come back over to Luma, and then you can see. No, that's another. I think the documents page. Yeah, let's show. There we go. All right, so again here with Luma, as you can see, I sent off. It should be. Let me refresh this. Right, it's showing that I had 60, but I've sent it off, so it should be. Yeah, now we've only got like $2 worth of pop in there. All right, so it's on its way over to the exchange. And again, as I said, this is where you'll see your Luma earnings coming in from, either if you purchased a node or if you purchased hash power to mine it. Now let's head back over to the exchange because it comes through pretty quick. So I think it should already be over there. Let's switch back over to the NiveX exchange and see what's happening. Yeah, let's go to my assets. Click on this, and has it arrived yet? Boom, there you go. So $60 in the wallet. Now, if you wanted to, let me click on coin. And as you can see that with my pop, I have 65.5. So we're going to trade it. Come right on over to the exchange. And this is currently the only place that you're able to trade pops, but it's working out just fine. You can trade it, switch it out to, I guess, any crypto that you want to, but I just typically use USDT. I'll send it over to my BNB. Oh, I'm sorry, to my Binance Smart Chain, USDT on Binance Smart Chain. But first, you got to sell it. Okay, so let's click on 100%. We'll sell it all. And let's click on the latest price like that. So a couple moving parts, a couple things that you got to do, but pretty easy to do. All right, so hit sell, and the order has already gone through, I believe. So let's come back over to assets, and it has already switched out. All right, so we got USDT, simple as that. So you can see $59 worth of USDT. And then after that, simple as this, you just withdraw it, right? So I can withdraw it out to, as I said, I'm going to do it out to my Binance Smart Chain. So we'll do this off screen. And let me copy my address. So as you can see, where's BNB? Or USDT, I'm sorry. And the network will be on BSC. We'll put in the address. And then I think I also, let's do the full amount. I also will need to put in, I think they'll give you a email. Yeah, as you can see, I have to confirm. So let's do that. Click on the email, send it, or click on get verification. Now I got to head on over there real quick. I think I have 60 seconds to get my email, or get the email code. All right, so you can see it's the countdown, 46 seconds. Let's get this code quick. Yeah, I can see what my code is here. We'll copy paste it. And we're back over here. Paste, confirm. And I also may have to put in, I think, one more code, right? So let's do that. All right, so that's it. There we go. After that, yeah, I had to edit out the old password. I want to show that to all the people here. But at any rate, though, so again, when you make your withdrawal, they'll give you these, security protocols you got to do. So that pretty much is it. Okay. So again, Luma's doing good. Price has just gone up over $1 within the past day. Let me switch back over to the price chart, and things are going very well for Luma. Now, yeah, with all that said, of course, as I said, there's a documents page. I can show some of the things here for the docs. Let's switch to that page. So if you want to check out more information, I will leave this also in the description box so you guys can check out all the variety of content that they've got, right? Different videos, different documents, breakdown of how everything works. Because it is, there's a lot of moving parts, but as you can see, the process to be able to get your earnings is pretty simple, right? Just withdraw your Luma, swap it out into Pop, send it over to NiveX, and swap it out for whatever you'd like to swap it out into, right? USDT in particular, but of course you can swap your USDT on their exchange into other different cryptos if you'd like. So, all right, but that is Luma, the Luma Protocol. All right, I think you guys have all that you need to know for now. If you guys got any questions? Cha-ching. Yeah, that just hit my wallet, the USDT, as you heard, hitting my Exodus wallet. So that's that. All right. I will, I'll get you guys updated on anything else that pops up here with old Luma on PopChain on the next video real soon. All right. So till then, you guys enjoy your weekend. All right. We're making this video on Saturday. So, enjoy the rest of your weekend, or whenever you're watching this video, right? Most people are going to be seeing this at different times, but whenever you see it, you see it. And I hope you are enjoying your day, your afternoon, or your evening, wherever it is, whenever it is that you are. All right. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next video pretty soon.